All right, here we go. Happy Thanksgiving to Knicks Nation. Jay Ellis on this Thanksgiving Eve. The only thing I'm thankful for is that this game is over.
Oh yeah.
Knicks get absolutely demolished by the standing world champion Toronto Raptors.
It's the
The
Knicks.
score of 126-98. And you know what, Jay Ellis, when this game started and the Knicks got out to a 29-21 lead in the first quarter, I wasn't comfortable with it. Like I wasn't excited about it. You know what I mean? And for the simple fact that the bottom line is that the Knicks took that lead on the strength that the Raptors were just missing their shots.
Yep.
I mean, the Knicks defense was lousy pretty much all night. And we just could not capitalize on the Raptors missing so many shots, man. Well, what was your takeaways from tonight?
Yeah, the same. Like, listen, Raptors miss shots. Sometimes our starting lineup, they don't have that zip on defense that our second unit or even our small ball unit has on defense. And you find after maybe 3 passes, someone is wide open for 3. And for tonight, it was mostly Siakam. And like you said, he was open for half the night in the first quarter, but he was just missing those wide open shots.
He was just missing the shots, man. That was the story of the first quarter, man.
And also too, like the Knicks, they've been doing that 12-second shot clock thing, and it seemed like they started the game running, and it was effective. And then I feel like they just kind of got away from that. I don't know if they have the stamina to keep it up or just the mental fortitude to keep up that pace. But after that first quarter or the first few minutes of the first quarter, they didn't really run anymore. They went back to, taking the ball up pretty slowly. And I think the combination of the two had resulted in this blowout.
Too slow, man. Way too slow. After that 29-21 point lead in the first quarter, Knicks get outscored for the rest of the game by the score of 106-69. The worst three-point defense in the league against the best three-point shooting team in the league. Something's got to give. And the Raptors averaged 14 3-points made per game, and they went 21 for 41 on the night, JL. It's 21 for 41 on the night. Knicks went 12 for 20-something. 12 for 41, conversely. 29% to 50%. And listen, man, whenever we get bombed away from three-point land like that, that's the momentum. That's the backbreaker. We don't have the type of offense that can catch up and keep up with these teams. And that was it. This game was pretty much over by halftime, man. By 2 plays into the third quarter, this game was done. They hit back-to-back threes, and we took another timeout like halftime hadn't even been over yet.
Yeah, and it seemed like they made like an effort to leave the right three-point shooters open. Like, I felt like they left Frank open, they left RJ open, and they made sure that Morris wasn't given that much room. And they gave Randall a few buckets too, but Randall actually converted on some of those. But that was all she wrote, man. They played great defense on us all night and was able to crack it, man. We have to get better at the fundamentals to kind of crack a defense like that. Move the ball crisper, set better picks, cut harder. Like things like that. Without those basics, we were dead in the water.
No basics. And shout out Andrew H in the chat. He says the Raptors' identity is 3-and-D, and give credit, man. They're a well-coached team. A lot of people want to come on the show and they talk about how new the Knicks are and the roster's not that great. I mean, listen, who the Raptors grab? It seemed like everybody on this court is built like Pascal Siakam on this team, man. I mean, they got Hollis Jefferson, Anunoby, Boucher, all Norman Powell. All these guys are just built the same as like 3-and-D wing players that could switch on and off any position. And they're just well coached, man. Give them credit. 21 for 41 from downtown. Incredible.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to do what the Knicks are doing, but they're doing it better.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get these long athletic guards, but I mean, not even guards, just players. But their players have higher motor in general. That's probably why you didn't see Kevin Knox that many minutes today, just because of that. And the best our defense did look is when we had Wayne Ellington with Dotson, with Mitch Robinson, and Desmond Jr. But it was way too late. Right. Even though it looked better, they were still hitting those threes. It didn't really matter.
And here's the thing, and you mentioned Dotson, and it's not that I'm looking at him as being the savior for this team, by no means. But at the end of the day, if you're the worst three-point shooting team in the league, you're three-point defending team in the league, you're going up against the best three-point shooting team in the league, and your second unit consists of DSJ, Ellington, Knox, Portis, and Mitch. Who's playing defense on the perimeter on that unit?
Yeah, he was getting cut up, man. Cut up. Like, that unit, like, God bless Portis. Portis has done well from 3-point line this year, but the help defense wasn't there. I don't blame DSJ though. I feel like DSJ has kind of turned up his activity level, but overall though, like, we just can't keep up.
Can't keep up, man. And like I said, I'm not looking for Dot to be a savior, but I just think he's your only capable wing defender off the bench. You got to get him minutes early in this game and not go with that lineup that you went with. Secondly, again, Fizdale wants to give Kevin Knox, get his confidence up, and I understand his defense wasn't good, but how do you justify giving the kid 4 meaningful minutes in this game? He finished with 12, but he only gets 4 minutes in the game.
because of what you just said 3 seconds ago. Because we need 3-point defense, and then you already have, like, let's be real. Wayne Ellington was in that game. Wayne Ellington is a way better defender than Knox, like, by far, and he doesn't even have half the physical tools that Knox has. He's just a really good team defender and knows where to be. And actually very aware.
Hey, he certainly tried. I give it to Ellington. He certainly tries, but. I don't know. Something is just they're just not coming together, man. The rotations are just off. They're not communicating out there. The IQ level is just not there with some of these guys. DSJ was okay, but it's just I don't know. We're just not getting anything. We're getting nothing out of our point guards either, man. Well, let's just be honest, man.
Yeah, and I think Frank is injured because I saw him at the third quarter. He seemed like he was hunched over, and like he was hunched over. He was kind of bending down on the floor. So I'm wondering what's up with his groin, because he looked very injured. Like, he looked weird.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You're getting 3 for 13 out of your 2-point guards. That's just not going to get it done. 8 dimes between them. Yeah. That's just not going to get it done, man.
Like I said, they forced the people who can't shoot, they forced us to shoot, and we missed every time.
Completely bricked. So, this game was just a recipe for disaster. DSJ 1 for 7, 0 for 4 from downtown. Frank 2 for 6, 5 points for 4 dimes. Like I said, the guard play is just not getting it done. Mook Morris, terrible night tonight, only 7 points. RJ 5 for 17. Welcome home, RJ. Shooting isn't there, but he tried. He put some energy, some passion behind his game, and just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, he has to make his layups, man. He has to make his layups. The stuff that was happening, the stuff that was wrong with him, that we scouted him, that was wrong with him in college, where he's not able to finish in the basket, is happening right now. Like, he hasn't really been able to finish in the basket league. So he has to kind of make an effort to kind of keep that up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't know. I have no answers. I have no answers for you guys in the chat tonight, man.
Like, I expected to lose like this, CP. I expected it.
Like this? You expected to get washed by 30?
Maybe not 30.
I did not expect this, man. I did not expect. Kawhi Leonard was. Listen, Siakam is a great player. They had no Lowry. They got no Serge. We got to be more competitive than this, JLs. I can't accept that, man.
Dude, the Raptors is rocking. When what's his name was on, when Kawhi had load management last year, they were still waxing people. Like, they had a winning record when Kawhi was sitting. So I'm not surprised this is gonna happen, especially with the best 3-point shooting team in the league, and that's our weakness. Like, when I looked at the schedule, this was the game I was like, we have no shot. Like, no chance.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. ISO, I would have loved to see an ISO earlier. When the offense is struggling like this, you got to get him in earlier, JLs. I don't know. Fizz has a lot of decisions to make, but I would have loved to have seen ISO play a little bit early in this game, because it's just too many times that the ball is just moving from side to side and nobody's doing anything with it. You're giving it to guys who you're expecting to create for themselves, and he's one of the few on this team that can actually do it well.
Yeah, he can call his own number well. This was a tough game, man. This was tough. Like it's a lose-lose situation. You put ISO in there, the defense suffers. Maybe you get some points back, but it's I don't know, man. It just seems like they just have better players. Like it didn't matter who we put in there.
Seems so, man. Everybody was bombing away. I mean, let's take a look at the box score here for these Raptors. I mean, Siakam was unbelievable tonight. 12 for 22, 5 for 8 from downtown. You had Anunoby 3 for 5 from downtown. Gasol splashed Mitch in his eye from like half court. I mean, we'll give him that, but he had a couple. I thought Gasol made a couple winning plays in the third quarter that really led to the KO. He's been solid for them. Norman Powell 1 for 2. Gave Van Fleet 2 for 5. Miller 4 for 5 from downtown. Boucher 2 for 4. It's tough. And Davis 3 for 8 for Davis. 15 points for Davis. 15 for Van Vliet.
Yeah, man. Everybody killed us. There was a Congo line to the hoop.
Congo line, man.
And the only play who kind of halfway played offensively decent actually was Julius Randle at 19 and 8 with 23 minutes. His shot selection was actually a lot better.
Yeah.
He didn't do like a lot of ISO ball this game. I really didn't see that much of it. And when he did do it, he was very decisive in his movements. But that was pretty much maybe the only positive I can really take for his game. And still with that being said, like the first unit still couldn't keep up with the Raptors' first unit defensively. So it's like it was kind of a wash.
Kind of a wash, man. So, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody in the chat. This is Knicks Postgame Live, number one show for the fans, by the fans. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, we'll also talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and postgame live analysis featuring live callers. Smash that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. CP from Knicks Fan TV, my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show.
Yep.
Want to shout out LaShawn Paul, what's good last? Shout out to Rome, Ismail Torres, Bastion, what's going on? Bastion, he says Germany in the house. Are there any Germans in the house? We got some Raptors fans in here trolling, no doubt. Prezi the Boss, what's going on? Nick Flair, happy Thanksgiving. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Man, Flacco, what's going on? Flacco, Hayton, Nathan's in here. Roll Brown, Response Team's too weird name. Ricardo Cuss was in here early. Joe Curry. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Anyway, Pocket Rockets.
Pocket Rockets, what's going on? All right, let's kick it off, man. I know my man Ron Cleveland is tight right now.
Oh yeah.
He I know he's got something to say. Ron, how you feeling about this effort tonight, man? Hello? Hang on 1 second. Oh, yo, wait, hang on 1 second, Ron. I had on speakerphone. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, man.
Man, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. Go ahead.
CPJLs, man, y'all gonna have to let me go in on this one, man. Don't cut me off. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. What I seen tonight, I seen a bunch of alarming stuff, man. And I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna water this down. Fizdale looked lost tonight on that sideline. He didn't have a clue. He looked lost. Go back and look at it again. He looks lost. The team looked lost on offense and defense. They looked disinterested. The team quit tonight.
Yeah, you know what, Ron? You hit the nail on the head, man. And I didn't want to say this, J. Ellis, but it just seemed like they really quit on him tonight, man. Yeah, it seemed like they quit on him tonight.
They quit. And that's an indictment on the coaching staff. There's no way and I hear everybody like to talk about the front office with them guys, bringing them guys in. And this is something I want to touch on too. We'll be a fool to think that Perry and Mills just went and brought these guys on the team and Fizdale didn't sign off on this. We got to be crazy to think they're just going to bring these guys on and don't even consult him. So that can kill all this talk about, oh, look what he had to work with. I guarantee you he knew those players was coming. Because remember when the guys first came, what did he say? He said, oh, I finally got guys that can retain information. Mm-hmm. Now I can give them more.
He did say that.
The team has regressed. Every last one of them guys have regressed. All them young guys have regressed under his leadership. There's no leadership. He has to go. And this is what I'm proposing to all Knicks fans. We all love the Knicks. We all do. But you know what we need to do? Nobody need to go to the game as long as he's coaching that team. If you want to watch the Knicks, we're going to watch them because that's our team. Watch them from home. Watch him from home. Don't go to the stadium until they fire that bum and get him out of New York. He's trash. He's trash, and I don't like what I'm seeing. I've never seen this team look like this in all my years of watching the Knicks, man. This is unacceptable. It was embarrassing to be a Knicks fan. That team quit tonight. They've quit. Hey. And there's too many of these games like this. There's nothing that Fizdale has showed us in this year and a half pretty much that make us think that he's going to do anything differently than what he's done. He's consistently keeping us at trash. We're trash. Trash can status. There's no way around it, man. There's no way around it. I'm sick to my stomach with this game tonight, man. You lose like that, and you're playing against the defending champ. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it. And Dolan need to fire that dude tonight, man. I don't care if he clean house with everybody, but Fizdale cannot be the coach another game in New York City. Get him out of there. And I'm out.
Happy Thanksgiving, Ron. Try to have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow, man. I hear you, though, man. Good. Hey, well said, JLS. He hit it on the head, man. Damn, Ryan hung up. He didn't even get to close out with his man.
No, he
dropped the mic on
all
him.
Business, man. All business. None of this marketing, man.
He was all business, man. No marketing tonight. What can you say, man? He hit the nail on the head, you know? He hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, listen, I understand this is a rebuild. You want to talk about rebuild and all of that. Hey, there was a Raptors team on the other court with a lot of new players themselves. Yes, they're a championship team and blah, blah, blah. They won the championship with a first-year coach. They're coming back this year without some of their top guys and blew us out by 30 tonight, man.
Yep.
We got blown out by 30 points tonight, man.
Listen, listen, we stink. We already think we stink. We don't have the horses. We can't keep up with these guys. I knew this going in. This was gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, I already knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, I already knew we were gonna get off to this stuff.
The Raptors kill us every year the same way.
We lost 15 out of the last 16 games to the Raptors. I got family in Toronto, man. I can't even trash talk tonight, JLS.
Tonight, you couldn't trash talk for the last years.
I haven't been able to trash talk in years, man.
The only time you was able to trash talk was when Courtney Lee went off. No, Lynn Sanity, man. When Lynn Sanity hit the buzzer beat on him. That was the last time I could be like, wow. Nah, but the last game we won, I think Courtney Lee went off for 30 at home and we beat them. I think that was like a couple seasons.
We got smacked, man. Good call by Ron, man. Honestly, Fizz just looks like a broken man right now, and I did think at times his team really gave up on him, and that's not a good look. Let's go to Rashawn in Brooklyn. Wants to talk about the game tonight. Rashawn, how you feeling, man?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man? Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, yeah.
Loud and
What's
clear.
up,
Go ahead,
man?
bro.
It's the first time calling in. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm happy to be on the show, whatever. But, yo, I got 2 points, bro. Fizz gotta go, my guy. He gotta go, man. Ever since he came, all our rookies, all our young talent just regressed. Kevin Knox was dogging last year. He dunked on Ben Simmons, bro. He was dogging. Now he's looking like garbage, bro. Alonzo Trier, first play in the Garden, he yams it on the whole squad. Now he's on the bench for 6 games straight, and when he comes in, he immediately dogs. Like, I don't understand what's going on with Fizdale, bro, but he got to go. We need Mark Jackson to come in, or we need the G League coach to take over, man. Like, this is looking bad. This is the worst I've ever seen the Knicks, bro. I had to call in. I always listen, bro. I don't call, but I have to call just to vent, man. And, like, second point, bro, I don't know. That's all I got to say, man. Yo, Fizz got to go. Our talent is regressing. It's looking really bad. This is the worst season I've seen in 22 years of my life, man. This is bad. Thank you, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hang in there, bro. Hang in there.
This is the worst.
Yeah.
This is the worst one.
It's tough, man.
This seems like the worst season.
JJ from Brooklyn, how you feeling, man? Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Thanks, man. I just actually wanted to talk. I mean, I don't even want to talk about this team right now. Like, I want to talk about the future. I know Fred VanVleet is a free agent. I love his game. What would you guys think of possibly, say we sign him and we draft Anthony Edwards. To me, that could be our, backcourt of the future with, maybe move RJ to 3. What would you think about that?
Go ahead, JS.
I'd be down for it. I don't see it. I don't see why would he leave. I don't see him leaving. But
he's a free agent. I don't know if they're gonna sign him. I don't know.
I think they would with Lowry. Lowry's gonna be on the other side of his prime pretty soon. I think they would sign Van Vliet. To me, he's not the size that I would want for my point guard. Obviously, you're seeing guys like Trae Young go off right now. Van Vliet's a great player, man. He's really stepped it up, no doubt about it. I'd rather either take my chances in the draft or go somewhere else with the JLs. What do you think about that?
No, I don't mind somebody like him though. I don't mind somebody like that who's kind of steady, who's a kind of a leader, get people in the right spots, make the right plays, good shooter. It doesn't have to be the starting, but he's one of those guards. Like even if he doesn't start because of his size, you're worried about it. He can give you starters minutes, and you can still kind of draft a guy like the upside of Anthony. So I'm cool.
Hey, that boy Anthony Edwards is looking like a problem, man.
What?
That boy is looking like a problem.
That makes it work, man. That will make it worth it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get ahead of myself.
No, I'm not. But listen, the silver lining is this is going to be a deep draft. And silver lining looks like we'll be in the top 5 once again. So
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see with these new rules, and you don't know. You don't know. Somebody with 30 wins could win. You don't know.
You never like Golden State.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Golden State, man. So, man, it's a tough night tonight for the fans, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. If you're new in the chat, leave a hashtag new. Throw your cities in the chat as well. Let us know where you're checking in from. I want to shout out Chen in the chat, Greenhouse from Newark, JLs. Shout out everybody from Brick City, Christopher Blake in here, Pedesance. Salute to you guys. I want to salute Danny Thomas. He's checking in from Stockton, California. Sends us a super chat. Said, I'm tired of getting smacked around already, and it's not even December yet.
Yeesh, it's November still.
We're still in November, man. We still in November, man.
Bad.
Shout out Jamal Simpson. He says Van Fleet ain't going nowhere. He's having a career year. Yeah, I think they keep him easily.
They locking him up. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, they'll keep him easily. That's not even a doubt. But
Agent Super Argo says Pelicans will steal our pick again.
Yeah, you never. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised. Shout out Bastion checking in from Nuremberg, Germany. What's going on? Matt Wilkins checking in from Toronto. Salute to everybody from T-Dot checking in. Good game tonight. We got Shan Hugh checking in from Portmore, JA. Okay. Big up to everybody in JA right now. Salute to everybody. We got Ryan Hay checking in from Geelong, Australia. Okay. Jimmy UCLA checking in from Irvine, California. Salute to you. All right, let's go back to the phones. All right, Q's up next. Q, how you feeling tonight, man?
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, what up,
y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro.
Oh, man. Oh, y'all know how I'm doing, man. I'm down. I'm picked up a drinking habit now, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Salute. I'm about to go refresh in a second, man.
Man, don't cut me off either. You know what I mean? I'm on my Ron thing right now. Nah, I'm just playing, fellas. You know what I hate? I hate to see a kid like Siakam. Because if you look at it, Randall was drafted before him. He plays hard. He plays like he's homeless or something. You know what I mean? Nothing personal, he play like he hasn't had a meal in weeks.
Yeah,
and then you look at a guy like Randall and he just plays like, hey, I'm good already. Let me just, I won't dive on the floor. I'll just relax. We need guys like that, man. We need players that are hungry, that want to play hard, and we gave up tonight. The chat was screaming for the kids to get in. And the chat got their wish, Shout out to the chat. ISO got in. Iggy got in. Guys like that got in. So I would love to see that the rest of the season. But
yeah,
it's just depressing, man, when you see a guy like Siakam just do his thing and have that fire. And hopefully we could get a guy like that because New York needs guys like that with that energy, man. But, hey, man, I'm going to finish these drinks, fellas, but CP had one for me too, dog.
Got you, man. Cheers, Q. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Cheers, man. Hey, Siakam's turning into a beast. No doubt about it, Tails. I mean, they don't miss Kawhi Leonard one bit, man.
Yeah, they developed him, you know. Yeah. That didn't just happen.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. He was in the G League. They had him stashed away for a few years, and then he kept taking steps, and now look what he is right now.
Now look what he is, man.
It took a minute, but he had to get there.
He was killing Randall out there, man. Killing him.
Randall be jogging.
Yeah.
The funny thing is when Randall was running full speed, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what his numbers are when he's downhill, when he's running and making quick decisions, but it has to be a pretty high percentage. Like, it has to be somewhere like 60, 70%.
Yeah.
When he's going downhill or when he has a running start in general.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, this was a tough one. Listen, I understand you saying you said you expected us to get washed. I definitely didn't expect us to get washed in this manner, but you know,
I expected it.
Damn.
We've never matched up well with them, ever.
It's true. That's true, man.
And they always bombing threes on us every single year.
Every year.
They bomb threes on us all the time, and now we were the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. I mean, 3-point defensive team in the league. I was like, oh, this is the one you're gonna get smacked up. I'm looking at the Celtics, and I'm looking at the 76ers, and we might lose those games, but I feel like we just match up better.
Yeah, you know what I mean? we do match up well with Philly and Boston. Depends on how their guards are looking, but
yeah, it depends on how guards are looking. But now with Frank, I don't know what's happened. Is he injured?
Frank, I don't know. He's just not right now. He has all the opportunity. He has the green light to take this point guard spot, and it's just not enough, man. It's just not enough. Sometimes he's getting that dribble penetration, and other times the ball is just moving around the perimeter. Just around the perimeter.
I felt like he got some people some open shots, but they also was missing.
He did.
I felt like he set up Barrett like 3 or 4 times, and Barrett just claimed open shots. I felt like he set up Mitch as well. But
yeah.
No one could hit layups, man. Like, everybody was missing everything.
Missing completely.
And even Frank, like, they knew to leave him open.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not respecting anything. They're not respecting our shooters, man. We can't shoot.
Yeah, they let him shoot. They let DSJ shoot. They let Barrett shoot.
Mm-hmm.
They let all our non-shooters take all the shots they wanted, and they were all bricking.
DSJ has been bricking, man. I've been hoping that he would do the most with his minutes, but listen, at this point, if you're not keeping what you kill, slide ISO up, move ISO up. ISO Dotson, Ellington, Knox, and Mitch. Give me that 5 off the bench. Again, we don't need Portis, man. I keep telling y'all this. People keep telling me that I'm trashing Portis. I don't have a personal agenda against Portis, JLs. I just don't need 6 power forwards playing in the game that don't offer much versatility, man.
You know what it is, though? It's the same thing at ISO, yo, where he's hitting shots, but then he gives you nothing on the other end.
Right. So if that's the case, why not just give Kev those minutes and let him develop? That's what I'm trying to say. What is the point of Portis getting 19 minutes right now every time we lose, and you're giving Knox less minutes, but you're supposed to be trying to get his confidence up? Makes no sense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense.
Because even if you compare Dotson, even if you compare Knox's minutes to Portis' minutes, Knox's minutes is still worse on defense. Like, still.
I'll give you that. I'm not saying it is, but again, if you already know what Portis is gonna give you, just give those minutes to Kev, man. Honestly, we have to go smaller, man.
If we're going if we're going full development mode, then go Kev. He's still trying to win some games, so that's why he's going on Portis right
I agree.
now.
I agree.
That's what he's still trying to win. Like, To be honest with you, the way Kevin's playing defense, that's waving a white flag to me.
Yeah, Kevin's not looking good, man. I told you in our season preview in the beginning of the year, we got to make sure Kev stays close to the reservation, man. He's going off the reservation right now. We're losing him. We're losing Kev fast, man. I don't know. We're losing him fast. And again, once Bullock's been cleared for contact, what happens when he comes back?
That makes everything.
Is that Kev's minutes? Is that Portis's minutes?
That's what it looks. Shoot.
You got Peyton coming back. I'm telling you, Fizz might quit by the time they both come back. Yeah. He might be like, "Yo, I can't do this. I can't deal with this right now.
I can't deal with this man right
now. I can't deal with this."
Does Bullock really play power forward like that? Is that?
No, I'm saying he plays at 3, but I mean, depending on, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I'm just saying, if he's healthy, do you give more minutes to Taj? To Morris, and you have Bullock in there? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Trade him at this point, yo.
You got to try to trade him. Because I'd also like to see another rim protector in here.
Woot-10. Let's go.
Why didn't Kenny get that 2-way contract? I don't understand. You got Ivan Robb out there. He's not even known for his defense.
I don't know, though. I think it might have been bad timing or something because he had that ankle injury during preseason. That might have been his chance to try to get in. But I guess I don't know. He's killing in G League. He had like 9 blocks.
Yeah, he had 9 blocks last week.
Yeah, G League, Knicks season high.
That's right.
I mean, record-breaking high. So, I mean...
Facts.
I expect to see him after December 15th. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. All right, let's hear from the current champion of the Battle of the Bands. Judging by the background music, it sounds like he's getting his Thanksgiving on early.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if he's in the midst of a brawl or what. Ari, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, where you at right now, man? You at a bar or something?
I've been drinking, dude. I'm at the bars right now, but I had to call in.
I'm hearing a lot of commotion where you at,
good,
man.
Right?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Some guys trying to sell my boy. It's all right. So for all the Sergio fans here with all the stats, like, I just want to know who had the most points per minute tonight.
The most points per minute.
Sir, Siakam.
Well, not on the Knicks, obviously. Yeah,
no, for the Knicks.
I already know where this is going. Oh, on the Knicks. Oh, on the Knicks. Oh, okay.
Listen, listen, he wasn't.
Randall was getting cooked by Siakam, so I don't know if he can really with that stat.
True.
Points per minute.
I guess he's going ISO, man. You want to talk about ISO? All right.
Points per minute.
Oh, he's a man. Garbage time. Okay.
Yo, what are we doing, man? Like, what do we have to lose? Like I said this last time, we're going to lose every game we play, right? We're going to lose every game we play. So why not develop the youth, give Kevin Knox more minutes, and give ISO Zone more minutes. Even Frank, like, God bless his soul, give him more minutes. It doesn't matter. You got to give the young guys more minutes. And also, just to put things in context for a second, like, tell me right now, Kevin Knox is on the Houston Rockets. You're telling me he's not dirty right now? If that guy was on the Houston Rockets sitting in the corner shooting threes on a winning team with a winning culture, you don't tell me he's not dirty right now?
Of course he'd be good, man. He'd space the floor well, and he wouldn't have to play defense, like you said.
Yeah, put right in. They had like 100.
All right.
54 points.
Put him on the Bucks. Put him on any contender. And the guy is a great player. He's not interested right now because why would you be interested when you're going to lose every game you play? Again, it's a culture issue. It's a culture problem. Not just Fizdale. It's Steve Mills and Scott Perry and Fizdale. And if you want to make them an extension of Dolan, it's all of them. There's no winning culture. So, like, what is the incentive for Kevin Knox to play harder when he's not in the contract year?
It's your job.
Because he could lose his spots.
You know how many people
disinterested? That was his MO on the scouting report. On the scouting report, it said Kevin Knox.
You know how many people?
Okay, you know how many people are disinterested in their jobs when they know they're getting a steady paycheck and their company sucks?
No,
it applies both ways, man.
I'm sorry, no.
It goes both ways.
That's not acceptable. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you right now,
in basketball, you got to earn it still, man. He's got to play better too. Listen, I agree. He should be playing, but he's got to step it up too, man. His defense is lousy, man.
No, listen. I'm not saying he's not at fault, but I'm telling you right now is that if he was in a winning environment with a winning culture with someone who at least if he had if DeAndre Jordan was still here or some veteran who knew how to win and was holding people accountable, I guarantee you right now that the young guys would be doing better. And, the fact that Iso again, the only person on our team who could shoot the three, drive to the lane, pull up, and he doesn't play at all at this point is ridiculous to me. It doesn't make any sense. What do you have to lose? You're going to lose either way. Move his trade stock up. It doesn't matter. If you want to trade him, put him in and trade him later. It doesn't make any sense to me, this whole thing. So, I mean, listen, at this point, obviously this experiment has failed, all right? So, we should trade everyone for anything, but at this point, you obviously have to look to the future right now, and the only thing I could say is you have to give the young guys more minutes. Iggy should play more, Kevin Knox should play more. You're going to lose either way. At least give them more minutes, and that's what I think. And I think that ultimately Steve Mills and Scott Perry together. They hired the coach, they got the guys, they put this all together. They're the ones that should be more responsible. I know Ron hates Fizdale, and I'm not a big fan of Fizdale either. But at the end of the day, he was not working with much. So, that's what all I got to say. And one last thing.
Yeah.
One last thing. From now on, I'm not going to give. From now on, when someone wants to battle me, you have to have a certain cachet to battle me now. I'm not going to give people like Sergio and
oh my God.
No. From now on, you have to have a certain level of cachet to battle me. No Sergios are coming around anymore.
Sergio, right? If you're listening, man.
And Max from the Bronx, listen. Max from the Bronx has cachet. People know him. He's a smart guy. He wants to battle, okay, but these no-name guys, they're not coming at me no more, all right? So I'm not taking that fight, all right?
Ari, be safe at the bar, man. Don't get into any bar fights tonight, man. We don't get enough super chats to bail you out, man.
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
All right, man. Be safe, bro. We don't got enough super chats to bail him out of Central Bookings, man. Be safe out there tonight, Ari, man.
What is happening right now?
He's angry tonight, Jay Ellis. He's going at the chat. He remembered the people that didn't vote for him in the first battle of the fans.
He did not just say that.
Ari has laid down the challenge. An open challenge has been laid down to anyone in the chat. He said anyone can get it.
Oh my God.
He's wiped Sergio off the face of the earth. We haven't heard from Sergio in a couple of days, man. It's been a couple of nights, JLs. It's been quiet.
I think Sergio's still on Earth. I think he's still here.
Oh, man. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to Sergio, man. You need a laugh on nights like this, JLs. You know what I mean?
Definitely do.
Definitely need a laugh, man. Let's go. Let's keep it in Long Island. Let's go to Dan from LI. Dan, how you feeling, man?
Hey, good, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
First of all, call of the night is Ron. I mean, my man was on fire, and he's absolutely right. Everything he said. I'm not going. I was going to take my son to that Sixer game Friday night. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I can't watch it. I can't. And again, I don't know if there's any people in the sales department over at MSG who are listening, but I'm being honest with you, man. I put up with a lot. I watched Hornacek. I was at the first Cleveland game on Veterans Night. I mean, but I can't watch it. And the thing is, listen, do you know who the Knicks need? The Knicks need to hire whoever is Fizdale's agent, because how the hell he got the Knicks to give his man a 4-year deal is incredible to me. A 4-year deal for this cat. It's unbelievable. But, here's the thing, guys, that I don't understand. The last caller, Ari, was talking about Knox. And I know you gave him a lot of light, but let's be honest. Every 3-pointer taken on the area of the floor where Knox was supposed to be guarding went down tonight. My man will not. It's not cannot. He will not mark the 3-point area. He will not do it. He will not. He will not make a 3-point shooter move his feet. He won't. He won't do it. He refuses to do it. And he don't go to the rim. He won't go to the rim. At Kentucky, he went to the frame. He won't do that here. And again, I blame Fizdale because that kid's regressed. Do you guys remember a couple of years ago when we took Frank? Remember when LeBron was like, the Knicks should have took in Dennis Smith Jr.? Well, we got them both, and they're both terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis Smith should be a legitimate NBA point guard. He's out of shape. Okay, I know he had that issue with his family. I'm not trying to hit on that. But come on, man. He's too young to have that gut on him. He looks like Xavier Simpson at Michigan. He's got a little gut on him, and he's 22 years old. He's not ready to play. And he's getting run out there. You know, I mean, I don't know what is going on in the Garden. You know, I thought Hornacek was bad. This guy's worse. And here's the thing, fellas. No one has an answer, and I don't have an answer. I don't know who we need, but we don't need someone who wants to be friends with the players. We don't need someone who wants to be boys with these cats. We need someone who's going to coach them. And whether that's a young coach, and I don't know what the answer is, but I tell you right now, I know a lot of people want to defend Perry because you hear Bills has got to go. You hear this, no one talk about Perry. Perry's part of the problem too. You know, to me, you got to clean the whole shop out. This is a fiasco, an absolute fiasco. So again, I don't have an answer, but as a paying customer, I mean, I'm not going. I mean, listen, here's a guy. I was going to watch a last place team, and I was happy. When a guy like me is not going to the game anymore, then that's when you know you're a problem with your regular fans. I know they have their corporate seats sold, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking the call. I'll listen on the other side.
Happy Thanksgiving, Dan. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Hey, I can't disagree with anything you said. Maybe with the Perry thing. I know a lot of people are down on Perry, Jay Ellis. I think Perry has just got here. I can't put a lot of the bad decisions of the past and you know the 2 years of losing on him. I think this was his first free agency. Got to see how he can handle the trade market, but I want to see some more out of Perry if we can. I don't know. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like I feel like the first years of Perry was just cleaning up Mills' mess.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
Like Mills. Like let me get this straight. Mills was in charge for 2 weeks, and he set us back years. Think about that. Think about the damage. Think about how you're in charge for 2 weeks and you set your team back for years.
Let the living room on fire.
Yeah, he was in charge for 2 weeks and he signed Tim Hardaway Jr. for $72 million, and then gave Ron Baker an $8 million contract, and then he hired Perry. And then when Perry gets here, he has to buy out Ron Baker and include Tim Hardaway in the trade to get him out here to clear our books. So that's all Mills, man. Like, we need to get Perry. Perry has cachet in his league. He has a reputation in this league. He's the only one who kind of has a track record, really. Even if you count Fizz and Mills and Perry, Perry's the only one here with kind of a track record. So
yeah,
I would give Perry a little bit more time.
I want to see Perry here for a little while, man, for sure. I definitely want to see Perry here for a while, man. You know.
Yeah, and to be clear, I'm not giving up on Knox. I'm just telling the truth. Like, I can't help what I see. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't. Every time he can't guard a three.
Right. But then again, I understand he doesn't play defense. But if you're putting him in Portis, who has the future on the team, or who's supposed to have a future on the team?
Oh yeah, Knox, of course.
So then you got to play him.
Of course you got to play him. But listen, this is still freaking November, CP.
Yeah.
This is November. We talking like. This is usually talk for late December, January.
Yeah, but the way the schedule is rounded out, man, this thing is a wash. This thing is a wash, man. I came out. I did a stream after they did the press conference, and I stick by it. I don't know if Fizz is gonna last through this tough break through January. There's too many tough games. JLs. I don't think he's gonna make it through. I don't think so.
I don't know what I feel like as long as he doesn't get blown out by, like, I think what got him on the hot seat was getting blown out by bad teams. Like, these guys were champions a year ago.
Yeah.
So I don't think the front office is going to look at this game like they looked at the Cavs game and like they looked at the Bulls game and like the Kings game. Like, I don't think they're going to look at it through the same microscope. But so I don't necessarily think that this game is going to be the fizz killer.
I'm not saying it is, but again, it's signs, man. Again, I'm not looking to win, but it's just certain things you're just not seeing. And the front office said consistency and improvement. Right now, you're not seeing either one. Let's just be real. You're not seeing either one. It's not about wins. It's the quality of the losses. You want to tell me that this team was 30 points worse than the Raptors?
Yes.
I can't buy it, man.
I am buying it, CP. The Raptors are better than us.
I know. No, I'm not saying that, but 30 points?
Yes.
30 points is when you have superstars on your team, man. Unstoppable players.
The Raptors are 30 points better than us, CP. I know it sucks to hear, but we don't have that good players here.
I can't buy it.
They're 30 points better than us.
I can't buy it, man. What do you guys in the chat think, man? What do you guys in the chat think? Listen, I understand this is the World Championship team. I get all of that, but 30 point shells? Come on, man.
The Raptors are better than us, CP.
I'm definitely not arguing. But damn, boy, that was brutal, man. So to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up for you boys. I want to shout out Leon Johnson. He says only way we can get someone is through trade. No star is going to sign here with this mess. He says he like I said, hit the parks and find some hungry players. Shit. Shout out to Leon Johnson. Shout out to Steve Stark, the realtor. He says he threw in $10 super chat for the Ari Bail Fund. So salute to Steve, the realtor. Yeah, Ari, Thanksgiving Eve is a very big night in New York City, man. It's a very big night for the drinkers. So be careful out there, Ari, man. Ari sounded like he was about to get ready to get into a tussle out there in the bar, man. We don't want to say here that you got dragged across the bar. Ari, you better represent. You better represent for your Knicks fans out there, man.
Word. If people mad at me for telling the truth, the Knicks are not better than the Raptors. The Knicks are nowhere close to the Raptors. You look at the Knicks versus Raptors from year to year, you would see that. And if you look at what the Knicks are good and bad at, the Raptors are exactly
right. We played right into their hands.
Like we were the worst 3-point defensive team in the league going up against the best 3-point team in the league. And then you're gonna ask me, are they 30 points better than us? Yes, they are. We also have one of the slowest first units in the league, and they're quick and long in position. Are they better? They are way better than us. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean I'm a hater of the Knicks. I'm gonna love the Knicks, but I'm also real. Like, they're better than us.
Good point.
Our cards can't shoot yet. They're still developing.
Yeah,
they're better than us.
Good points. I'll definitely give you that. All right, let's go to Jay from Tampa. Jay, how you feeling, man?
Good, fellas.
How you doing?
Out here, man. I'm feeling, bro. Listen, man, this team, man, Perry, this team looks like a 2000 team, bro. Like, it's just not a modern basketball team. When you look at Toronto, man, they got them dudes 7 foot, long wingspan, shoot threes, switch on everything. Like, this, It ain't a modern team, man. Like, it's just a bumbly team, bro. No guard play. Like, you can't shoot threes. Like, you got to put it on Perry, man. Perry is drafting and signing cats like it's the Pistons in 2005. You know, we need modern players on this team, man. They got to go in and, you know, we got to draft a good lead guard. Knox is good with a good lead guard. With Knox is catching the ball in a good pocket, he can shoot. Knox is going to be the man. Everybody gets better with guard play. I feel like we got to find Mills, Perry, Fizz. Everybody got to go. We got to get some people in there that know the modern game and can draft and sign up-to-date NBA players. I'll listen on the back end, man. I appreciate
the call. This is a fair point, JL. What'd you think about that?
That's exactly right, and it's kind of what I'm saying. Like, he's like you said, like, the kind of players they have is the kind of players the Knicks are actually want to sign. Even when they drafted Knox, Knox because of his
wingspan. Yep.
And his 6'7" frame, but Knox doesn't have the motor that these guys have, and that's the problem. So you kind of have to coach that into Knox. And people want that to happen for Knox in season 2. That's not happening for Knox season 2. I hate to tell you, that's going to take years for that to happen for Knox. Like, it's not like that's not who he innately is. He's a guy who spaces out sometimes and then engages in another time. So he's going to take a while. He's a project. It's kind of he can shoot well.
Yeah, I agree, but that's also going on the coaching too, man. Yeah, I said that's also on the coaching though.
That's not coaching. That's not, no matter what coach is here, Knox is going to take a long time to freaking develop. It don't matter who's here. Knox is going to take a while to develop.
Yeah, but even on the defensive end, JLs, he's the same person. Like that. That's on coaching too, man. I understand maybe some guys you just can't fix, but I mean, come on, man. That's on coaching and really teaching these kids up. His rotations are the same. He's lackadaisical out there. His awareness, his IQ. He just lost. He just looks lost. I don't know.
He's definitely lost. He's definitely lost. Like it's gonna take Knox a while, man. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna take Knox.
It's gonna take Kev a little while, man. So appreciate the call, Jay from Tampa. Let's go to Sarasota, Florida. Let's keep it in Florida. Let's go to Matt. Matt, how you feeling tonight, man?
Hey, yo, guys, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. How you feeling, man?
Tonight? All right.
Good, brothers. It's good. It's all good. Look, I'm with that guy, Ron, too. I've been saying this over and over again. It is time for Fizdale to go. It is time for Mills. Mills is part of that Isaiah Thomas debacle with Brown Sanders in the front office. He's a horrible talent evaluator. Our talent evaluation staff has been off since 12 and 13 when that team was well-constructed when we won 54 games. We had shooters. We defended well. Even a 40-year-old Jason Kidd is better than the point guards we got right now. I'll tell you this right now. We need a premier point guard. I would take Chris Paul for 2 seasons till the Knicks draft a really good point guard.
Chris Paul.
Because at least there would be some...
Chris Paul. No, that's a costly that's a costly play right there, Matt.
That's a costly player, but he's still effective, and he'd be damn good. He'd give us a lot. I mean, we need veterans. We don't need to do what Ari said and throw Knox out there. Knox is not an able defender. How many times, I can't even count on my hands how many times he gets beat around screens, around baselines, and not covering threes. Anybody knows how to play defense in the NBA knows you get your hand right in that guy's face, not 3 feet back. And he's susceptible to crossover dribbles and step backs. He doesn't get it. Randall, somebody called him. Is it Ari that called in about points per minute? That is outlandish. That's ridiculous. The Knicks lost by 28 points. That's all that matters. The Knicks need a coach.
Yeah. It's garbage time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Ari was just drunk, man. We give him a pass. That was just the bottle talking. It's Thanksgiving Eve, so yeah.
Let me say this. Let me say this too. Let me come in on this. I may have been a little quick to say Mark Jackson will be the right coach. My inkling is to get Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy was a Pat Riley disciple. He held the Knicks accountable. He's a disciplinarian. Yep. He knows how to coach defense. He's a winning coach. He would get these guys practicing their stupid free throws so their eyes hurt. I mean, they can't shoot like that in one night. They have blown so many games on the foul line.
Sure.
Tonight was an aberration that they shot 34% from the field. That stood out to me more than anything. They just missed so many jumpers.
Yeah, man.
Mook Morris did not get enough shots tonight. So if we want to go down on Morris,
3 for 7
he
tonight.
made a 3. Yeah, he only got a couple of looks. We got to give him more. I don't think we should trade him. He's a veteran. He's a voice.
See, I got to disagree. And thanks for the call, man. Happy Thanksgiving, man. We got to trade him, JLs. We have to, man. We need talent, man. We need talent for the future. Man. I'm trying to get back into this first round and try to get some of these guys. This looks like it's going to be a deep draft. It's early on, But this looks like it's going to be a deep draft, man. I would love to get back into the first round and get another future piece for this team, man. Get another few. You just saw the highlights of Anthony Edwards just knocking down that game winner. He just hit that game winner in the Maui Invitational. I'd love to get him. Maybe even come back into the first round and get a point guard, man. We need to roll the dice. We need to gamble heavy.
I'm not set on it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can because of what he seems like he's a guy that everybody respects, and he's shooting lights out from three, like 9th in the league in 3-point shooting this season. That's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have to gauge like what is his likelihood of re-signing or not in the money. But maybe I would probably try to trade like the other guys like Portis and Peyton and try to package that to get something, if anything.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about. I mean, for those guys, I'm not even sure if you can get a G Leaguer right now for those guys. At least with Morris, you know. Well, I don't know. I can't say you know. My speculation is that the way that he's playing, we should be able to get into the first. I mean, hey, Timothy Mozgov fetched 2 first-round picks in the past, man. Anything's possible.
Yo, that's true. That is true.
You
know?
I
don't know. I feel like teams are like more gun shy about that stuff. Right now.
Mean, I would hope so after that.
They got more educated. So
yeah. Listen, I would seriously go to him and be like, listen, go play for something. If you really like it here, we'll come back to the negotiating table over the summer, and we'll see what the price is going to be. But if I can get back into the first round, I would definitely entertain it. What do you guys think of the chat, man? Would you trade Morris or would you keep Morris? Give me a hashtag trade, hashtag keep. On the Jeff Van Gundy front, JLs, you know that's been my pick.
Yeah.
Somebody said there's no way in hell he'd come here and coach his team. I'm not sure, man. That would spell the end of the remaining strands of hair that he has on his head. That little like U-shaped thing that he's got going on along the sides. All those things will be dropped out by the end of next season, man.
Yeah. Not for real. For someone who said JL Randall and Morris don't work together, I'm definitely aware of that.
Yeah.
But I would trade Portis and probably try to separate them in the starting lineup. That's what I would do anyway, or think about doing. I mean,
yeah, you got to try to separate them in the starting lineup, man. There's just no spacing. It's just not good. It just doesn't look too good right now, man.
Exactly. And like I said before, he didn't get a lot of shots, and that was by design.
Yeah.
Like I said, Toronto Raptors, they made sure the people who didn't have a high shooting percentage got most of the shots. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why RJ Barrett was open for so many threes.
That's true.
And so was Frank, and so was even Julius.
Yeah, give credit. Well-coached team.
Mm-hmm.
Well-coached team. Going through my chats, the consensus is trade. Even Frank Mato says hashtag buy.
Okay.
Yeah, he just bypassed all the rules. He didn't say keep a trade. He says buy, so he's ready to get rid of Morris. Salute to Frank. Ariel Suarez trade. Yeah, I think consensus is definitely trade, man. Definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I want to see what happens in the game when he drops 27.
Yeah.
If he's
Shout out. Yeah, right.
How was the mood when Yo, it's funny because I recorded the show Sunday and I didn't realize how crazy, because I didn't really get to watch the game completely. I didn't realize how crazy the mood was after the Nets game until like after I got home.
Oh yeah. That wasn't a good night either, man. That wasn't a good night either. We're not trending too well right now, JL.
Yeah.
In case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, how were they feeling Morris that night? How was the mood for Morris that night?
Well, I think the story was just more about Dinwiddie killing us. Just Dinwiddie killing us and us just not being able to get those stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So to everybody in the chat once again, I want to shout out Christopher Blake sends us a super chat. He says, Happy Thanksgiving. They always said Knicks fans would never support a full rebuild. I guess this is what they meant. It's hard, man. It's definitely hard. Certainly difficult, but like I said, you still want to see good signs. Even in a loss, you want to see that improvement. You want to say we lost, but this young guy stepped up. Or this young guy, did something different tonight. It looks like, maybe he has a chance of doing it going forward. You're just not seeing... Yeah, you're just not seeing those type of improvements that you could really hang your hat on for the next game, JLs.
How do you feel? I mean, the Nets game. I know we lost the game,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you feel we did on offense and defense? Do you feel like we competed, or do we just like crap?
I think again when you're looking at who they're coming out with in this game, you know, Spencer. Listen, Dinwiddie's a great player. He's a good player, but they had no LeVert, no Kyrie, obviously no KD. Again, that was a disappointing loss, man.
Right.
Anyway, you slice it.
They're like 4-0 right now, right? The Nets.
Say that one more time.
They are on a winning streak right now, right?
Yeah, they're playing well. Give credit to them. They're definitely playing well.
All right, I'm just checking. All right.
Yeah.
Checking the temp. All right, cool.
Yeah, man. I think the Nets game really was a tale of two halves in terms of the bench production. I thought our bench played well in the first half of the game, and then second half they give credit to the Nets bench. Their bench defended us very well in that game, and that kept us in the game. And then again down the stretch, you had Dinwiddie, you had Joe Harris. You know, those guys beat us.
Got it.
It just got beat once again, man.
It's gonna be a rough week again.
It's definitely gonna be a rough week, man. All right, let's get back to the phones. Take a couple more calls. Salute to everybody in the chat. JLs, what are you doing for Thanksgiving, man?
Chilling with the fam. Gonna eat some food, some mac and cheese, and yeah, that's about it.
I hear that, man.
Work on some KOT stuff.
Yeah. I hear that, man. I hear that. Yeah, I'm do the same. I'm making the mac and cheese. I'm the mac and cheese chef in the family. So.
Oh, word. That's what it is.
Yeah, a little mac and cheese. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, man. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Salute to everybody in the armed forces, all the veterans out there. Salute to you if you guys are watching, stationed anywhere, man. Can't get home. Anybody who is out on the road, can't get home to their family for Thanksgiving. Definitely salute to you guys as well. Let's go to Miami, J. Ellis. Joel from Miami's checking in. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? It's a pleasure to be on, man. Big fan of the show, man. How you guys doing?
Good. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Thanks, appreciate you. On a positive note, man, I kind of want to just say we shot 24 free throws, man. I don't know if that's like a season high for us. Just for one, to start on a bright note, I've been watching the games. I don't know if when was the last time we shot 80% from the line.
Yeah, free throws weren't bad.
Want to point
free throws weren't bad tonight.
Oh yeah, look at that.
One thing I did want to point out was I understand coach's decision in putting in Iggy late in the fourth, being from Canada or whatnot. But considering how well he's been playing in the G League and putting him in a blowout kind of situation, kind of game, and him kind of having a rough start, I'm not sure that it really does well to his confidence. Him being, a rookie player, and honestly, he really is a good player. I think he has a lot of potential. He's just not, obviously at that point yet. But just wanted to point out some of the coaching decisions. Mm-hmm. If you're really trying to build some confidence in these guys, I didn't think that's the best situation to put him in. Mm-hmm. But understanding that he's from Canada and whatnot. But just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I really feel like he should have left all the starters who got us in that situation to begin with. He should have left Randall in the fucking game. I'm sorry, in the game. He should have left Portis in the game, Mook in the game. And, they put us into that hole for the most part. They got to dig us out. I'm not really too big on the whole politics.
No, it's not really politics, though. I get what you're saying, but once the game got and appreciate the call, Joel. Once the game gets out of hand, JLs, you got to go to your bench.
Yeah, that's standard.
That's just standard, and maybe even earlier. I probably would have even went to Iggy and them earlier just to send a message. That's one thing with Fizz. Like, he doesn't send those Popovich-like messages to this team.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like Popovich, he doesn't care if it's Tony Parker, Tim Duncan. They might be getting washed by 10 points in the first quarter. He'll empty the whole bench and throw those guys on the bench. Pop doesn't play games.
Yeah, that's the thing that's missing from Fizz, man, is the accountability aspect of certain things.
Yes, absolutely.
To bench starters when they're not playing well and not just bench the young guys. It has to be all the way around.
Everybody.
It has to be everybody.
Wholesale benching. Pop will put the whole five on the bench after a lousy start if they're not playing up to expectations.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, man. I feel like that has to be done sometimes.
Yeah.
And he can't be afraid. Like I said this before on his program, I feel like Marc Gasol situation in Memphis got him gun shy now, man. Like they took the heart out of Fizz.
Yeah.
Because he got fired for doing that in Memphis, and he probably doesn't want to do it again because he remembers that firing. You know what I mean?
Player relations has to have an impact on him after that experience.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that 100%.
It's the players' league, and say what you want, but Gasol probably got him let go.
Oh, for sure. I mean that's pretty open out there that people think Gasol got Fizz fired. So on the Iggy thing, listen, I think Iggy's on the bottom of the totem pole. I know a lot of people are enthusiastic to see him play, but realistically, unless he's just going crazy in practice, Iggy's got a long way to go. And I like that they're throwing him in the G League to get his run. We anticipated, we expected him to be in the G League, so yeah. I'm not surprised at how they're utilizing him. Again, with Knox, with Bullock, with Portis there, with Morris. I mean, all the front court. Iggy's got a long way to go. He's got a long way to go.
He's got a while to go. Like, you know what it is with Iggy? Like, because he's a tweener, he likes to do post up and stuff like that. You wonder if those moves will work on the next level.
Right.
Like, it seems like it worked in the G League with 36 points, but will it work in the NBA with taller, longer, faster, more athletic guys? So, that's yet to be seen. We'll see if that transfers.
Yet to be seen, man. Good points. All right, a couple more calls before we get out of here. Let's go to Edgar from Queens. Edgar, what's going on, man?
What's up, guys?
How you feeling,
bro? Lousy. I'm depressed after every Knick loss.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, man, on the club.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that the problem with this team is we have two issues. We have lack of talent, and the other is coaching. Fizdale. I mean, this guy can't coach. His defensive, he's bad with his with what he preaches on defense. He wants to clog the paint and whatnot, but every night we get torched by 3-pointers. He's talking about like clogging the paint and protecting the paint and all that, but it's a new game. You're not really trying to sure you want to protect the paint, but now all these teams shoot all these 3-pointers and make them at a high clip. Mm-hmm. That's the main focus. That's what you gotta stop. The 3-point game. It's not like before where you had all these big men trying to post up and score in the paint and dunk on your face every time. It's a new game. And it seems like he doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
His rotations are terrible. His rotations are so bad, man. Like I could sure we might lack the talent, but like when you don't have the coaching and you have terrible rotations and terrible philosophies on defense, it shows. A lot of times our players look confused out there. They look lost. Like they look like they don't know what they're doing on offense.
True.
They run some silly sets that other teams know how to stop already. He keeps running that. I think it's a floppy set with Wayne Ellington, where he keeps running him off of screeners, and teams know how to stop that now. It's just, it's horrible.
Yeah.
The guy he doesn't really play the young guys as much as he should. We're a project. It's a project. You're supposed to be giving these guys a lot of playing time so that they develop. Going forward, I don't want to see these guys playing under him because he's only going to regress them more and more.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. All right. We're gonna go to Dennis's Connecticut. Dennis, you're the closer for tonight, man. How you feeling about tonight's game, bro?
Hello.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yep.
Hi. I was running like a second. Happy Thanksgiving, guys, and have a safe weekend. I'm glad that I'm the last person. I love the Knicks, and last year this wasn't happening. They weren't getting constantly blown out. They were playing harder, and I believe that it was the pickups, Randall, Morris. I believe that they are not leaders, and the season started off wrong because they made him Randall this go-to guy, which he's not. He's never been, So what I was saying is that R.J. Barrett came in with the fire. There was a caller that said earlier that we need somebody with that fire. But how can, he's regressing behind that. And, all the callers are right. All those young players are regressing because you got a bunch of so-called veterans that, they don't lead.
Yeah.
That's why they're looking lost. It's not Fizdale because, when you look at teams where, like, Shaq and Kobe, and where you have a player with that fire, the coach will say, look, let him direct you on this floor. And, what I felt that the Knicks should have done is not have gone out and got those people and looked at that 3-on-3 league and got some of those older players to come in. If they knew that they were,
I mean, appreciate the call, man, but he's talking about going to the big three, JL. So, I mean, I guess he wanted Joe Johnson or
maybe
Frank Nitti.
4-point plays.
Frank Nitti, man, go for the guys that are shooting 4-pointers out there.
Hell yeah. Some of that.
Appreciate the call, Dennis, man. No, I don't think RJ's regressing. Listen, RJ's a rookie. RJ's a rookie, man. He's still fighting out there. His jumper's not there. And he's going to have up and down games. I think that's just natural of any rookie player. Yeah. I do agree, though, that with the veterans that we have, they're not making the team better. And the fact that we have ineffective, lousy point guard play, there's no leadership on the court. It's a blind leading the blind. Everybody's trying to figure out the direction.
Yeah, it's the rules, man, because if you look at the team, it's like we have good players. But the players aren't doing good here. So it's a plethora of things, man. I don't think it's a simple answer.
Yeah.
Because Julius Randle was averaging 21 and 8 a year ago. Every team that Marcus Morris has gone to, everybody kind of swears by this. He's good at this, and this. So it's like it's not that they're not good veterans. It's just the way we're using them and the way they're
this is a new role for everybody, man.
Aren't coming together. And yeah, exactly. And even as bad as we were last year, everybody kind of knew their role last year. No one was doing anything kind of new. I mean, the young guys were still the young guys.
Yeah.
But the veterans did what they did best for the most part.
Facts. My man, Coach, he said Dennis was looking for Coutinho Mobley to come through.
Coutinho Mobley!
60 years old and all, man. I think his heart condition has finally been healed. He can play for the Knicks now, finally, man. Delano, close us out, man. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on? Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to y'all. Listen, I want to say from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate you guys for continuing to do this. Bro. I mean, we are a losing product.
Yeah.
There is nothing positive at this point, and you brothers still consistently give us your heart, your soul, your all in all. Y'all have more optimism than a bad kid on Christmas Day sometimes with the roster that we have. And I just want to tell y'all from the bottom of my heart that, that has to get applauded. And every time I always support, always share, say the channel as much as I can.
Appreciate it, man.
Here's
Thanks,
a couple of things that I want to say solutions-wise. We are always quick to yell at the guard and to fire the coach. Fire the coach. Fire this coach. Fire that coach. He did it with Don Chaney. Fire Chaney. I remember all of them days when we was doing that.
We had fire chants for all of them.
How come we don't have that same energy for the front office? See, Jim Dolan can sit here all day and say, okay, after 2 weeks of hearing fire this coach, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Have that same energy for that front office. Maybe the fans need to finally start saying, fire Steve Mills, and do that chant. I can't do Perry because Perry just got there. But if we're going to get rid of Mills, then I by committee, by fault, then I have to get rid of Perry too. We got to start from scratch. If we're going to get rid of Fizdale, get rid of everybody. Finally do a complete cleanup. That's one. Second solution, I'm tired of us fans getting jerked. We're getting robbed. We're getting hustled. Every time we put our hard-earned money into this product, every time we support MSG and Jim Dolan and we don't walk out with a victory, we should, one, demand our money back. I didn't have a good time. I came in for a good time.
Whole MSG ticket office is telling me you did not have
back.
a good time tonight.
Oh, my God.
Secondly, if I'm going to keep on supporting this team, I want 60% off of my tickets. If my ticket costs $83 in the nosebleeds, I want to pay $23 by the time I'm done. And and if I'm going to pay top dollar, if I'm going to pay $213 every time I go sit on the, you know what I'm saying, on the second row or whatever the case may be, I want my ticket price to be reduced to $110. I am tired of supporting a team that continues to rob me. Nobody's going to jail for this robbery. So I'm tired of getting robbed. If you give me a discount, as long as you keep giving me losing product, I can. When have you gone to a restaurant and said, I want whatever it is I want, and they give you slop? And you say, I'm going to pay top dollar for this.
Send it back. I'm with you, bro.
Don't put red droppings in my food and say it's chocolate chips. We're lying. We got to stop this.
Nah, you're right.
So my solution is for Jim Dolan to either A, start reducing the prices or sell the team, which we know he's not going to do since he makes so much money off of Madison Square Garden and us as the fans. So if that's the situation, then I want a reduction in price. For a season ticket holder, you should get 80% off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You are a long-suffering fan that continues to give you all your money. You should get one hell of a discount. 80% off for you guys, 60% off for everybody that buys a ticket every game. If you're gonna clean house, clean house. No one's ever sat here and swept the floor and then said, I'm not mopping. I swept it. That should be good enough. You're kidding me here. No one sat there and said, I'm going to vacuum half of a room and the rest filthy as hell. I'm going to leave it alone. No, if we're going to clean house all the way. Fire everybody. And if you're looking for a new coach, maybe we should stop, especially because we got a young team. If our whole thing is we're rebuilding and we're building with the youth, maybe we should start looking at college coaches instead of these other coaches that have been established. Because one thing I'm looking at, especially with the Jeff Van Gundy thing, Jeff Van Gundy can coach. There is no question about it. But will he resonate with this youth movement that's going on right now?
Yeah, can
will
he
that
identify
coaching style
with
do the same thing? Yeah, because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I would have loved if we kept him. I would have loved if he came back. The same way I would have loved if the Giants brought Tom Coughlin back. Because Pat Shurmur ain't crap. But talking about the Knicks, I have to look at the fact that we need a coach that can resonate with this youth, that we can get the effort from. Because one thing I'm looking at, especially with the college coaches, is you're teaching them, you're developing them for this level. And I'm looking at, right now, the coach out of Boeheim out of Michigan, that is now the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah,
John he was winning games that you didn't think he was going to win.
Yeah.
Monty Williams. And this is where, like I said, I got to look at the front office, fire them too, because we had the opportunity to get Monty Williams. We had the opportunity to get Monty Williams, who's now doing a great job in Phoenix.
Yeah.
We could have had Budenholzer, who's doing a great job in Milwaukee, and you passed on all of these guys for David Fizdale.
Hey.
At some point, you got to look at.
Man. Hey, you hit the nail on that one, man.
Yeah, man.
He hit the nail on that one. We had our options, man. We had our options, and those guys are doing very well right now.
And to expound on his discounted tickets idea, I feel like we should have free beverages as well.
You guys institute the new policy at MSG, man.
Like, if we are going to sit here and watch this blasphemous basketball game every night, free beverages, man. We need something. We need attention. It just can't be gimmicks.
Delano came in and rewrote the refund policy at MSG, man. Good call, Delano. Good call, Delano. Before we go, let me hear from Zay from Maryland, man. My guy Zay came through for the home opener, man. He drove up all the way from Maryland. So we definitely appreciate his support. Zay, how you feeling, man? Close us off, man. We went to 3 closes tonight, JLs. We can't close tonight. So, Zay, it's on you, man.
What's going on, guys? You guys are celebrities now, man. I feel like I'm just holding the spot, waiting to get on the line, man.
Appreciate it. There's a lot of callers in the queue, man. We can't get to everybody, but we try our best.
This queue is crazy. Man, my biggest thing now, before I originally wanted to call and just kind of touch on the whole lineup thing. Just the way Fizdale has been playing the lineup, this has been horrible, And my view of it is, and I would like for you guys to answer too, is if we give our roster to any other coach, all these coaches that you guys just listed, the Budenholzers, the Van Gundys, all that, do you feel like we would have a better record? Because I feel like any other coach could definitely put these players into a better position to win. It's just for some reason, Fizdale has not went and pointed one player out and said, "Hey, this is the star on our team. Make sure everything goes to this guy," which it needs to be RJ, but he's not doing that. So everybody's just chucking shots and playing out of character. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
It's hard to say, man, but I mean, I would have to think so, Jay. Come on, Jay. I don't think this roster is as bad as we're putting it out to be, man.
I feel like we probably be maybe 3 games more.
3 games more.
I feel like it'd be
I don't know about 3 games.
I feel like it'd be 3 games more, though.
There's no way DSJ comes here and then all of a sudden he's just no shot, no confidence. Frank.
Well, he was kind of trailing that second year in Dallas. Either way, though, JLs, he was kind of falling out of favor anyway, though.
Yeah, DSJ came into the season with it seemed like might have been depression issues and coming off a back injury, so he's starting to round into shape a little right now. But that was just kind of the cards he was kind of dealt for the beginning of the season. So there's nothing you can do to kind of prevent that.
Yeah. I think though
Julius Randle. Julius Randle was averaging 20 points. Now he here averaged what, 13, 15?
Yeah, but
he was getting better every year. Then all of a sudden he gets here, and then all of a sudden now he's a point guard.
Yeah, but there's a big difference though, and appreciate the calls. The big difference. Listen, he had AD there. AD was the guy that was taking the heat for everybody. Drew Holiday, you had a true floor general that would get everybody in order. You had Alfred Payton coming off the bench. They had a good chemistry going. You had a better coach in Alvin Gentry. You had a already established system there with 2 pillars in Holiday and Anthony Davis that were there for years. And Randall kind of just had to slide in and do his thing. And again, when you're on a team like that, his flaws were still there. You know what I mean? He was still a bull in the china shop at times. You know what I mean? He was still a turnover prone at times, but it goes under the radar because you're playing for a better team.
You know what else too? I do feel like that Point Randall experiment that was happening has a lot to do with some of these losses as well. Today, I know we got blown out. If you're looking for a silver lining, we didn't really see Julius Randle play a lot of point guard really that today. You see maybe 3 or 4 possessions. Yeah. But the way he scored was more on fast breaks and quick drives, and that's why I felt like he kind of had a pretty productive game today, shooting 50%, 19 points, 8 rebounds. I felt like they let the guards kind of point guard a little bit more today.
Right.
But so yeah, if you're looking for a bright spot,
he let him point guard and they haven't really delivered. So you kind of see why he's trying to do everything himself.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
Yeah, it's because what happens, like you said, what happens is they're letting them shoot, but it's a catch-22 because they're letting them shoot and our point guards can't shoot and they're missing it.
That's it.
In reality, they're better shots than Randall going, 1-on-5. So it's a catch-22. Let Randall go 1-on-5 or let our point guards shoot these open shots that they don't hit at a high clip. At least the latter we're developing, a little bit. You know what I mean? So I would still choose our point guards drifting over Randall going 1-on-5.
True story, man. And with that being said, JL, let's get out of here and enjoy this Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, man. Let's do that.
All right, go ahead and close out.
Oh, man. Yeah. If you want to watch more Knicks content after this, then at least new episode of Nick and Time Show with Sweeney kind of breaking down that Nets game. If you want to watch that, click the little icon in the top right corner. The latest episode is right there for you to watch. And if you don't want to watch it on YouTube, or you want to catch those shows even faster, go on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, and all those places to watch the show as well. To listen to the show as well. Description is in the bio. Also, you can get some KOT merch like this Mitchell Robinson shirt behind you. This RJ shirt I got on. You can get that as well. Just go to the link in the description, bigtimeshow.com, and go to the store and get yours. That is all. Shout out to the bloggers, man. They're doing a really, really good job. Write in if you're interested in being a writer. If you are good, I will accept you. And if not, maybe we'll read over your stuff. That is all I have to say. Back to you, Stephen.
All right, JL's happy Thanksgiving, my dude. And to everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving out there watching, salute to you guys, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Knicks lose 126-98. Leave us some comments, leave us some chats. Let us know what you thought about tonight's game. It's another tough loss, but once again, we appreciate you guys coming to vibe out with us here on Postgame Live, #1 show for the fans by the fans. Remember, this show's available in audio podcast format. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon, Alexa. Please leave us a review on iTunes. It again helps us promote the show. We need you. This is a grassroots movement. The way this thing, we get more people and more callers is through you guys. So like, share, subscribe. There's 400 people watching right now. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Those are the 3 ways to support us for free. If you'd like to donate, any donation is appreciated. You saw people leave us a super chat. You can do that. There's also PayPal and Cash App links in the video description below. All of that helps us cover all our expenses and continue to grow the channel, again, to make it the #1 show for the fans by the fans. So, once again, we back at it Friday night. Knicks, man. Hope to see you guys there. Carlos Martinez checking in from Australia. Appreciate it. Stizzy's house. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to Gotham. He says, who disliked this channel? Hey, listen, man. We don't worry about that. The love always overpowers the lames, and that's all we're concerned with. So we don't worry about that. Shell's Heavy. Happy Thanksgiving, Shells. John Talento, always first in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving, John. JL, so you want to shout out, man?
Yo, they call me Tack, man. Thanks for holding me down. Happy Thanksgiving to Delano Steele. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Enzo, Craig Williams. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Agent Super Argo, Keep Active. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Elpido Camilo.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, man. Keith Sinclair, happy Thanksgiving. Email me, Keith. Please email me. I got to get something to you. Apple Fanboy, happy Thanksgiving. Dr. Carpi, Salvador Irizarry, Ian Goodrich. You guys have a good Thanksgiving, man. Welcome, Will Grimotes, to the show. Peace, people. Peace.
All right.